Everybody, it's James with Monotalk. It is August the 25th, 2023. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, they asked for it and they got it. The mugshot, right? The mugshot. So let me show you how bad they wanted that.
Stand by for us.
We have gotten now the Donald Trump mugshot as obtained from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Again, there's some fakes that have been circulating out there. This is the real deal as reported from our Blaine Alexander. Full disclosure, it takes us like 10 seconds to turn it around and actually get it on television.
And the system is also crashing. We should report the Fulton County system.
The search system, apparently, because there's been such high interest in this. We're going to pull up Gabe Gutierrez, who's been live for us here from the
election, and it never ceases to amaze me. Election, and it never ceases to amaze me.
Donald Trump mugshot as obtained from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Donald Trump mugshot as obtained. Donald Trump mugshot as obtained. Donald Trump mugshot as obtained from the Fulton County.
They got it, and they were delighted to have it, as the liberal hive mind has very well articulated and indicated. And he has a bunch of really interesting and informative content for sure. Bring it on. So these people want this so bad, right? They want it so bad, and this is all over. This is the narrative right now. Trump's mugshot fuels liberal delight and GOP fundraising and becomes an instant American political artifact. Yeah. So we know that they magically come up with money, and this is a reason to show that people are sending them money, which I don't believe. My perspective, opinion, and synopsis pretty much comes to this assumption. It's an assumption, right? There's no fucking way anybody's sending these people money. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe there's 81 million fucking votes in 2020. There's just don't believe that at all. And the proof is out. It's been coming out. It's still coming out. They literally used Fluvid-19 to fucking steal an election from a guy, which I think may or may not have known, because I'm still debating on that, whether he was going to be ousted or not. But he never conceded. Anyway, so anybody has any right to say, whether you're a president, a senator, a legislator, a city council member, a dog catcher, or the trash man. You have any right in the bureaucracy of the United States of America and constitutionally for your freedom of speech to challenge this information and to hire an attorney to go after that information and maybe get some private investigators to look for that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, and they're proving that now. And it's these 4 indictments, as I've been saying from the get-go. What's the difference between a police officer giving you a citation for speeding or a taillight out or a wrong turn on a red or not doing a California stop at a stop sign, and a prosecutor from any county or city in a court giving you an indictment? What is the difference? Nothing. They're charges, but they're not conclusive convictions. And already I've seen a few of the trolls on Twitter and a few of the trolls on Facebook, and just a lot of them, not a few, a fucking plethora of them, all over the fucking social media universe, and saying now that he's convicted. No, that's not the case. So this is the narrative they're using. It's criminal because, and it's very, kind of brings back some memories of what Mao, Stalin, and Hitler did. Right? It's also what Zelensky does. imprisons, criminally imprisons for no reason, just because they're in the way, these people, Stalin, Mao, Hitler, imprisoned and killed people that were in the way of them being elected or them being installed or put in as the country's leaders. And this is very common. So what you're seeing here, if whether you want to believe it or not, or if you want to think it or not, is theater to get you to believe that this man is a criminal, which we all know that Russiagate was bullshit. We all know that Stormy Daniels was bullshit. We all know that I think every accusation, he's a racist, all this other stuff, has been and totally is bullshit. It's to the point to where, I mean, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong in anything I just said in the past 3 minutes. Tell me that I'm wrong. I'm not getting my facts straight. I'm not assuming correctly. I'm not coming to the right conclusion. They have propped up this guy as being criminal number one from day one. There's a lot of reasons for that. One of them is he's just a maverick. He doesn't really listen to people. He doesn't need your fucking money. He doesn't need your money. Right? He does whatever he fucking wants and what he thinks he wants to do to fix the country. And he wants to make a deal. That's him. Art of the deal, right? But he became a laydown, and he knows what this term is. If you sell cars, if you've ever sold cars, or if you've ever sold equipment or anything like that, you may get a customer that comes in and that'll buy everything at full price, full term, full interest rate, full price of the vehicle. The four parts of a deal. And Fauci did that to him. Whether he knew or not, that's kind of still yet to be determined, which I'm trying to figure out. But the fact that he and his administration, when he became, towards the end of it, July and August, they bought 200 million doses from these distribution companies. They're, Pfizer and Moderna and all this other stuff. That's very suspect. And that's when he changed his tune. And that's still very suspect. I'm not going to go into that whole deep thing. But what's happening now is terrible. It's this. Let the guy run. I mean, they could, if let's just say Ron DeSantis. Well, maybe they want Ron DeSantis. I'm not really sure about that. Let's just say there was somebody else that wasn't in the establishment, and I've been posting probably too many times today because that's what I do. Is I posted, and they want this mugshot. Right? Here, let me show you the mugshot real quick. That's what they want. Right? That's what they want. They want that mugshot, baby. Right? And I'm telling you that it's not the one you want to. This guy is pissed off. Imagine you're a businessman in the United States and you're born and raised here and you've been successful and your family's been successful, whatever the case may be. And they're just continuously trying to push you down. And he's following the rules. He hasn't committed a single crime, right? Committed a single crime means he's been charged of the crime, right? But this is the product. All the Democrats and a few Rhino Republicans. Those are the Pedo Predator Class, a.k.a. World Economic Forum political whores, a.k.a. the deep state. That's basically what it is, right? They're all associated together. Are the greatest domestic terrorists of the history of the United States. And if you support any one of them, then you're a traitor, whore as well. I truly believe that. So they need to be careful what they're asking for here, because this guy is definitely going to come back. Now, if he's able to make it to office, and he's not unalived or assassinated or anything like that, right? If they can protect him all the way until he's inaugurated, right? Or well, let's just not go too far ahead here. If the Republicans in all these states, some of them being rhino, deep state, compromised criminal states, not Missouri doesn't seem to be that way. My senator Eric Schmidt is a fucking beast. He just said recently, do not comply with any of these fucking Kool-Aid injections and the masks and all this other shit. If you do, and if you're still doing it, then you're a sad, pathetic, meek, malleable, and obedient fool. Period. That's it. You're a withering piece of. You're a floppy, dilapidated, wet noodle. That's what you are. If you're gonna put on a fucking mask still, if you're gonna go out and get some more boosters, right? If you're gonna go out and lock yourself in your basement or whatever the fuck, it's just it's immensely pathetic. Let's just say that. God damn it! I thought I had some in there. Okay. Anyway. So I'm going to show you, now let's move over to, oh crap, I should have changed the, now let's move over to, I didn't change the title in this fucking show. We're going to move over to the backup plan, right? And I'm talking about Republican Vivek, or the Republican Obama. Because he's saying all the right things and doing all the right things, but I think he's more of a backup for the Republican Party. Let's listen to, and I'm going to tell you, the guy's saying some pretty cool shit. There's no doubt. He's got some really good, whoever writes his script is impressive. I will tell you that for sure. Oh crap, I forgot. I gotta get my logo on here. Stupid. There we go. But yeah, you gotta hear. I mean, I thought this was very impressive. Okay. My take on the Republican debate between all the fucking corrupt deep state predator pedo class, aka those are every one of them, maybe except for Vivek and maybe DeSantis, but I'm just saying that was disgusting. And the people that got the most time was the argument between Chris Christie and Vivek, and I understand why they put Vivek next to DeSantis, the two front runners besides Trump in the middle, and everybody else is on the outside. So everybody else in that room should just fucking drop out. You're a bunch of Ukraine money laundering, deep state rhinos. Just go away. Just go. Nobody's gonna fucking vote for you. You're wasting the time of people that actually give a shit about the country. Not about the World Economic Forum and their heinous and fucking tyrannical dystopian future that they have for people, okay, for the planet, for the globe. Just get the fuck out of the way. Vivek, so far, I've been calling him the Republican Obama for a while. Here's a good example of that, because he nails it here. Obama nailed it
and
too.
This is our moment to revive those common ideals. God is real. There are two genders. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to man. Capitalism lifts us up from poverty. There are 3 branches of government, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution, it is the strongest guarantor of freedom in human history. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what will win us the revolution of 2024. Thanks for letting me introduce myself tonight. Thank
Yeah, I mean, does that bring back memories, anybody? It fucking does with me. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, buddy? I didn't see you there. Yeah, doesn't this bring back memories of Obama? Tell me it doesn't. Oh, yeah, I would go with Cynthia McKinney, dude. You know what I'm saying? I would go with Cynthia McKinney because she's against the lockdowns, right? And she's against the mandates, and I don't think she was. Now, if she's Kool-Aided, if you know what I'm saying, or got the boop boop, then I don't know, man. She hopefully I think she's left the Green Party anyway. I don't know why she's not running for a fucking House position. Get back on stage. Anyway, don't get me started on her. Let's go, Mana. Let's go, Vivek. Yeah, I like Vivek. He's got all the right things, but I just got this. My spinner sense is tingling just a little bit. What I do believe he is, though, just to throw it out there, and then I'm gonna end with this because I'm not gonna stand very long. I really think that Vivek Armjawani is the Trump backup. If something happens to Trump, they'll use Vivek to come in, and if necessary, DeSantis, because nobody else is going to be able to do what everybody believes Trump will be able to do. The only thing that I need people to do, for me, if you're a representative or if you're out on the stage, is ask Trump. You know, you said about 5-6 months ago, do you think that your Kool-Aid that you had everybody take, your mandates that you continue to use, the mask mandates that you continue to support, and all that, do you still think that's a good decision? Because the numbers that are coming out across the globe in regards to the Kool-Aid is very bad. Extremely bad for children. And he needs to think about that. Now, was he sold down the river by one of the best salespeople on the planet? Possibly. Maybe he was coerced, maybe he was forced or guided in a certain way to do this deal. Because it's the art of the deal. That's his book, right? But even the art of the deal, or somebody that writes a book about sales, can still be outsold. I've seen it 1 billion times. I used to sell new and used cars, and I've had records and done really good in certain months. And like a lot of people, you know, they've had their moments of being good salespeople. But I'm telling you, there's moments when you're going to get sold. You're going to go into a store. You're going to go into a lot. You're going to go to where there's a salesperson on the floor selling a washer or dryer, whatever it may be, and they're going to get you. They're going to get you. Because that's the way this world has moved. If you don't think sales is an extremely vital part of not just capitalism, but how commerce works, then, you know, you might as well just wait for your handouts from the World Economic Forum, right? Because these people earn their place. When they're selling tractors, you know, a guy goes into several different, let's just say a Missouri farmer. He's always worked with Bob. Bob's been his guy at John Deere. But then there's another company, Cat, right? Or some other German company or whatever. Provides a better product for a little bit more. Or maybe they're similar, but he just likes the salesman better. This is the way it works. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you're sold every day. I mean, maybe I'm selling you, right? I've been sold down the river myself. I can't go into detail. If you ever want to talk to me about it, I could tell you, but I've been sold down the river a few times. But I've also been sold in a good way, where people have actually sold me something that has benefited me, and I didn't even realize it, until I got the product or I was with that person or something happened and everything was fine, right? And it just got better, and that happens too. Some people will go buy a product, service, or whatever, and the salesperson is really being sincere about how it's going to benefit them and how what they're going to pay for or purchase or make a transaction for is actually going to benefit them. And this happens a lot too. I'm not going to keep going in detail about that, but this is the two things. So be careful of what you wish for, because there you got it. You got your mugshot, and it's everywhere. It's not a mugshot you want, I'll tell you that. And then the other thing is, I think, Vivek definitely won the Republican thing. In regards to Tucker and the whatever that was discussion. It was more like a discussion. It wasn't a hammering away at questions. Everything was, beach balled at him in a sense. Not even softballed. Softballed is like if you get hit by a softball, it's still going to hurt. Trust me, I've been hit a few times. But those were beach ball questions for him. I just don't think he wants to reveal what he's going to do. I'm hearing from people from the base that everything that I've been discussing in regards to the World Economic Forum and all these, the World Health Organization, and their grasp and vision and their claws that are into our sovereignty. I mean, completely engulfed. Thank you to Biden for that piece of crap. I think I just posted something about that now. Where is it? Because he's still in it. They're still in that place where they're still conceding to, and I'll play it right here. Here it is right there. Right? That's all this is about. That's all this is about. This is about money and the 2/3 of the people being genocided. That's all I'm saying. Let's put up the speed here. Let's see if you can hear this.
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact,
Anything about the uptick of COVID cases, Mr. President?
Can you say anything about the new COVID cases and the new variant, blah, 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 set up questions?
Can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine. Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine. Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine.
Additional funding for a new Kool-Aid poke. There you go. Yeah. There you go. So, when I get somebody, when I post something about the World Economic Forum or my perspective or my views or my conclusions, which are definitely warranted and very well researched about COVID-19, I always get some Covidiot dumbocrat will come out and give me some information from CNN, MSNBC, or the FDA or the CDC. Right? It's because to them, they're God. That's the final word. And they really may not know just how severely compromised those departments are. NIH, CDC, FDA, Health and Human Services, extremely compromised, extremely corrupt. Getting their orders from an unelected entity of the World Health Organization, WHO. Right? And the money that these people are making in the CDC, right? And most of their financing comes from 75% of it comes from big pharma. Why would they want to go against? Why as I always say, follow the money. If you were to follow the money of all the people that have been working for big pharma, CDC, FDA, Health and Human Services, all the major leaders, right? Big hospital, big elderly care, big psychology therapy / therapy. That's a big industry, by the way. You would find out that a lot of their money to pay for their, $80,000 to $120,000 Teslas come from their advertisers, which are the big, big pharma. Moderna, could be AstraZeneca, it could be Pfizer. These are big pharmaceutical companies that this is not a lie. This is totally proven. It's everywhere. You can look it up, right? There's a lot of money that goes out to these services, to these departments, to these department heads. So it's interesting that they're going to try to do it again. They're going to try to do it again. They're going to try to use the same facade, just ginormous hoax that they used in 2020 to rig that election, and then they're going to try to do it again in 2024. That's my perspective, YouTube. That's my perspective. All that I am saying is question everything. Question authority and its sources at every turn. Right? If you're just listening to mainstream media for all your information, then you've probably taken your fourth and can't wait to take your fifth and sixth and seventh booster, or you may not even be here anymore. To be honest with you, and the comeback I have for a lot of these people that are still pushing this, and I was a nurse and this and that, and it's still coming back, and those troll crap. I say, well, then keep taking your boosters. See what that does for you. Okay? Because I'm done with the weak, meek, malleable, and obedient idiots on this planet. I'm just done with them. I've tried for 3 years. Actually, longer than that. I've tried since I started my YouTube channel. Since I started my Blog Talk Radio in 2014. And then went to YouTube in 2017. I've been trying to get people to talk about Citizens United. Probably the biggest, greatest threat to this country. Citizens United. Nobody talks about that. McCutcheon versus the FEC. Right? Obama, 2016, said it was okay for news outlets to spew actual propaganda. That's in a bill, in something he created. Really. Actual fact. Look it up. Look it up. Not 2016, I think. Was it 2012? Sorry, I think it's 2012 or sometime when he was in office, he created that. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Mahalo. Check out my video of my father singing, the lead singing in a song called Lahaina from his band, which is with his brother and some good friends of his for a long time, created the the song, the album Haleakala. You know, that is a beautiful record, beautiful album. I guess my sister lost the CD or has it, but she won't give it. I don't. Anyway, the other thing is, if you do have the CD, or if you can give me the entire thing, that'd be great, because I don't have it. I do have one of his. You know, I have the cassette of my father, Galaxy of Love, which is a beautiful, beautiful. Kaleidoscope is a wonderful, wonderful song. Everything in there is just really great. Galaxy of Love is just a wonderful song too. If you want, you know what? I'm gonna put that out for people. Yeah, I'm not here to make money off. I want people to enjoy his music. You know what I mean? I want people to enjoy his music. Damn mosquitoes. Fuck. All right. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.